Well, I'm back on the HP 2509M, and this is a completely different one. I just bought this on eBay. I paid pretty close to $68 shipped for it. And the auction says that it just does not turn on. And I've got it plugged in, I've got video going to it. And if I hold the button, power button does absolutely nothing, which is exactly what it said to do. The great thing about this is it will have probably an unbroken screen, so all I'm really going to have to do is put my working power supply and or maybe motherboard or both into this monitor and have a completely working monitor. So I'm going to start taking this one apart and see what's up. And unfortunately, once again, it's not obvious. And what I mean by that is the tops of the caps are not domed, they're not exploding, there's no evidence of bad caps in these boards, which is fine. So I think what I'll do is try to replace, I might try to put these boards into the other one and see if I can get that one to still light up. That'll tell me that these boards are good, and maybe it's actually in these hidden boards up here. Okay, there's the power supply board. And I see nothing wrong with the bottom of it, which I wasn't expecting to, but it's always good to look. Okay, this will probably be what you would call the main board. Now I'm going to bring over the other LCD that I knew had a non-broken screen and whatnot and was working. Put those boards into it and see if it still works. Okay, I think I'll just start with the power board. Okay, that's the known good working power board. Should be enough to hold it in place. Controller board back on there. Mocked up just a little bit here, just enough to plug it in. And it looks like I'm getting the same no response. So, very good indication that the power board is bad. So, let's put this whole panel aside. Bring back this one and the known goods supply. And this was the original main board. I'll go ahead and put it back in too. We're not going anywhere. Well, I've already got a light on. There you go. Well, that's not good. Is it even coming out on the camera? Probably not. It's flickering very badly. That's almost exactly what it looks like to me too. But I can tell it's not cracked. Might as well try the other main board. But as you recall, the main reason I bought this screen was I had that yellowed piece inside of the panel. Not to mention I screwed up the plastic casing, taking it apart. Actually, I have a feeling we won't learn much from this, but other than both motherboard or main boards work, well, it's worth a shot. Power, and it's still flickering. On-screen display lockout. Well, I think we're going to have to go to the inverter board. So it looks like the power supply and inverter board was taken out. It kind of looks like there's just the 2 screws on each side, and then this whole metal panel will lift off with the boards on it. As long as I get the connectors off. Those feed down through. Speakers. Looks like I did not need to disconnect the speakers or these wires. Oh, I see. One of them is the front panel thing, and the other one's the speakers. That was easy. Yeah, that's right. This one does not have an inverter board. It just has this board up here. Oh, yeah. So this is the data board, right? For the actual screen. And if this just goes to lamps, looks like I might be just tearing this apart just to get that non-yellowed piece out of this one to put it into the other one, since the other one works fine. Not a big deal, but I was hoping for a lot easier fix. That's how it goes sometimes. Okay. There's one tube. There's the other, and this one's got 2 in it. I guess they do both have 2. It's hard to see them. No? Yes. It's so white that the other one looks dark, so this may actually be the problem tube. Huh. Oh, there they are. Yeah. Okay. There's the piece I was talking about. I believe it was that one. Maybe it was this is like the top one is a little thicker, and actually I can see some yellowing on it right there. Just in the corner. Maybe it was the bulbs that was doing it. And then over here is the actual LCD panel. Actually, what I think I'm going to try is leaving LCD in. Let's see if I can get this oriented the right way here. Is that right? It looks upside down. Nope. I guess I should be able to tell because it looks like it's been cleaned. All kinds of film and stuff on this side, and the other side is nice and perfect. I'm going to try to leave this LCD part in this, and then we will put the other ccfls into this one and retry it and see if it flickers. Let's see, so I don't get confused, I'll put the flickering ones, possibly flickering ones, away. Try to get these out. Since we know these didn't flicker, okay. Okay. Now, we'll get this back to the frame. Okay, so the bulbs are from the first monitor are in this one. Let's see, power. Video. Finally took the little board out of there. And yep. We have a beautiful non-flashing screen. Uh-oh. Oh man. The LCD got hurt right there in the middle on the bottom. Which the LCD works on both of them, so I'll swap those back out too. That sucks. I think I'm just making it worse by messing with it. Well, anyway. Oh, I forgot. I don't know if you can hear that or not. It sounds like a cricket. That top bulb was making noise. Bad. So it doesn't seem to be affecting the screen at all. But it definitely makes me want to try the other bulbs, or try one of the bulbs. Come to think of it, I don't know that they are reversible the way that they're made. I think there actually is a top and a bottom, so hopefully the other top is not the one that's flickering real bad. But the only way I'm going to be able to know that is if I swap it out, I think. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, so I'm back down to get the top bulb out. Yeah, that gives you some kind of indication that something was wrong. See that burn mark? I didn't notice that those are two wires running back. Oh, I see. So the white ones are on this end and the colored ones are on this end? No. One white, one colored. This is the white one is yellowed down on this end. So a pair of wires for each tube, that makes sense. Wow, that is super crusty. I'll have to get the zoom lens out for you to show you that one. It gives you an idea of what it's supposed to look like and what it's looking like. It's charred badly. Okay, so I'll get the other one back on here. And there are some signs of it getting warm down there, but I don't have much choice because they are not swappable. So this one definitely has to go down on this end. Okay, we'll fast forward and get this thing back together. Okay, so I'm back together again. Okay, we got power and input video. Or do I have input video? Oh. Well, I forgot to hook up the main board. So I guess we'll get a white screen if the LCD panel slash board back there goes out. Super. Looks perfect. It's not flickering. I got rid of the, was it down here, up here? It was up here, wasn't it? Bottom of the screen had the issue, so I swapped out the LCD, swapped in the top fluorescent tube. Something has me curious though about those tubes. For one, I'm curious if you can swap those connectors, because they're the exact same connector, and if it's 2 wires per tube, can you simply swap them and be okay? Because I was really worried about the order they were in, but it looks like they would be okay. I'm curious about this one. I'm going to unplug the one that's installed and plug in this one. I think I'm top for bottom, but that doesn't matter. And I just want to turn it on and see if this bulb flickers, or if maybe I got rid of that problem by swapping out something else like the main board. Aha, look at that. This is definitely the flickering one, so I definitely won out there, finally. Caught a break. Oh, I'm definitely getting the lens out for this one. Hang on, let me swap lenses and show you why it's doing that and sounding like that. See that arc? Isn't that cool? I totally missed this when I took it apart. That thing's completely destroyed. It's exactly the same thing that happened to the other one, making that noise. Apparently they got a really piss poor insulator right there or something. It's kind of interesting to see that arc, but it also scares the shit out of me, so that's the end of this little clip. So everything is working, but I still haven't tried the other main board, so I'm going to swap that in and hook it back up and make sure that works or doesn't work. Okay, now the other motherboard is in. It looks like it's already on, so we may already have a fail. Huh. Nope, there it is. Oh, look at that. Went right away. Oh, is that a scratch? Huh. So it looks like this motherboard is bad as well. Well, that means it took out power supply, main board, and it had a bad ccfl. You know, and I'm not sure. Yeah. So that was kind of a lot of work, actually. I'm glad I don't do this for a living. Looks like we're good to go. Well, I'll put it the rest of the way back together, and then I'll probably hook it up and leave it on for a long period of time to make sure, and then I'll have a bigger one to replace this whatever it was, 19-inch from a long time ago. Well, it's up, it's running. I've got it tilted back a little bit, but I have at least 6 inches behind that monitor, and I can't push it back up against the wall because my whiteboard has a little tray for markers or whatever, and it's sitting right on top of the table. So the bottom of the monitor thing right here is hitting against that, you know, and even then I'd still have 3-4 inches if it was hitting the wall. So I don't like that. Of course, if I could hang that damn thing up, that would help, but I just never did. What else? It's widescreen. And I can't make it a vertical monitor, which I would actually like. I don't watch movies in here, so there's no reason for me to have widescreen in here. My computer doesn't even do 1080, it's so old. So I might just use it for a while, make sure it continues to work, and then sell it. I don't have a need for such a huge monitor here. It really is encroaching on my workspace. So anyway, what else? I paid 68 bucks for this, and I ended up with a bad main board, bad power supply, and one bad CFL pair. Oh, let's not forget the LCD panel was also busted on the bottom, so I had to replace that piece also. So wow, that was a little bit too much money for a little bit too little monitor, too much repair work. But I got the other one for free, as you've seen, so it evens out. I might hang on to this video until after I sell it on eBay so you can kind of get an idea what I've sold it for, but I don't remember if we looked at that in the first video or not. We may have. So I think it's still, you know, like a $100, $150 monitor because it's 25-inch, 1080. So yeah, not too bad. So I think I'll probably end it here. If not, I'll cut this out and add the eBay stuff to the end of it.